which is they have houses, they have status, and that's about to go away.
Well, if it's highest paid jobs, maybe you should start saving.
Yeah, well,
Well, I mean, but I hear you. But you're talking about people who have done vital work, highly specialized work, and are therefore not in a great position to pivot based on the invention of a technology that they didn't see coming because, frankly, I mean, in the abstract, maybe we all saw AI coming somewhere down the road, but we did not know that it was going to suddenly dawn. And we do have to figure out what to do with those people. It's not their fault that they've suddenly become obsolete, and it's inconceivable that people will accept this.
Yeah.
It is not. It is fundamentally incompatible with our nature. We have to have things to strive for, and you can sustain life that way, but you cannot sustain a meaningful existence, and so it's a short-term plan at best.
Let's talk about meaning. On that point of job displacement, this is already happening. Klarna's CEO, who has been on this podcast before, a great guy, said on a blog post that they published on Klarna's website, saying that they now have AI customer service agents handling 2.3 million chats per month, which is equal to having to hire 700 full-time people to do that. So they've already been able to save on 700 customer service people by having AI agents to do that.
And they actually got rid of those 700 jobs, right?
I don't have that information in front of me, but I'll have a look. I'll throw it up on screen for anyone that wants context on that. But that's already happening. This isn't a anesthetologist or something. And these aren't high-paid people in every case.
We've done something similar, by the way. We've internally replaced that function for 70%.
Yeah, I mean, our company, we're 65 people, and we make millions per head. So it's.
Are you going to need to hire more people to get up to?
I think so, but we're hiring slowly. Like we're using customer support AI, and that meant that we need less customer support, and we're trying to leverage AI as much as possible. The person in HR at Replit writes software using Replit. So I'll give you an example. She needed org charts software. And she looked at a bunch of them, got a lot of demos, and they're all very expensive. And they're missing the kind of features that she wants. For example, she wanted like version control. She wanted to know when something changed and to go back in history. So she went into Replit, and in 3 days, she got exactly the kind of software that she wants.
And what was the cost?
Perhaps $20, something like that, $20, $30. Once, right? And how many employees in HR do we need? Right now we have 2. If they're highly levered like that, maybe we do not need a 20 HR team.
On this point of meaning, I've heard so many billionaires in AI describe this as the age of abundance. And I'm not necessarily sure if abundance is always a great thing, because, when we look at mental health and we look at how people derive their meaning and their purpose in life, much of it is having something to strive towards and some struggle in a meaningful direction to you. And this is maybe adjacent, but when there was a study done, I think it was in Australia, where they looked at suicide letters. And in the suicide letters, the sentiment of men in those suicide letters was they didn't feel worthy. They didn't feel like they were worth it. They didn't feel like they were needed by their families. And this is much of what caused their psychological state. And I wonder, in a world of abundance where a lot of these AI billionaires are telling us that we're going to have so much free time and we're not going to need to work, if there is at all going to be a crisis of meaning, a mental health problem.
I mean, there already is.